Ganda ng sikat ng araw, guys. Good morning. Ngayon lang ako nakalabas. Gusto kayo dyan, guys? Ganda ng ano, oh. Ang ganda ng araw. Dito lang ako sa loob ng apartment. Lakad-lakad lang muna tayo. Ganda ng mga puno, guys, oh. Gusto kayo dyan? Maganda yung part dito, oh, kasi green na green siya. Para siyang ano, tunnel. Tunnel ng mga puno. Di pa, guys, no? Nakikita nyo, para siyang tunnel, oh. Hello, Ramsuchi Chainaima. Good morning. How are you? Let's do quick walking in the morning. Maybe today I can just have like 40 minutes. I can do 40 minutes walking today. I actually wake up at 5 a.m. today in the morning. And I cook the breakfast and meal bags of my husband and my children. And after doing some house chores, and then it is already 6:30 a.m. Almost late. How are you? Good morning, Ramsuchinaima. I hope you'll have a good day today. I'm here outside our apartment and I'm just, doing a quick walk. Hi, Willow Dunn. How are you, Willow Dunn? Good morning. I woke up very early. I thought I can come out at 6 a.m. in the morning because I really want to go out at 6 a.m. But then after cooking breakfast and doing some house chores, it is already 6:30 a.m. So after I ate breakfast, then it's almost 7. So I just came out now. I like the part here because it's like a tree tunnel. It's like a tunnel, guys, here. So that's why I really love the part in here. And there are some trees also. Today it's not really hot, so I do wear shorts. Yesterday it was hot, but today I think the weather is a little bit cool. It's like spring weather. There are some who still do their walking in the morning too. This is the part that I really love here also in our apartment because there's a lot of, roses here. Thank you, Willow Dawn. Thank you for your kind words. Oh, thank you. Love you too. Thank you, Willow Dawn. Yes, nice, beautiful greenery. I love it also. Because in the morning, I do, I love to recharge myself just looking at the greenery. Yeah. So even though it is busy, but still I do try to have some time, I make sure that I have a schedule for my morning walk. They already fixed this one. They actually fixing that one. As you can see, they're fixing the mud. This is the barefoot mud walking, and you can actually take out your shoes and just do barefoot. Yeah, barefoot walking. Just how the grandpa is doing right now. So maybe during weekends I would love to try it too. Before, it's really muddy in here and there's a lot of water because it rains. But now I think they fix it, and it is better to walk now here, I think. Thank you, Willow Dawn. Oh, okay. I'll try to look for you later. Yeah, thank you, Ramsum Chinaima. I hope you will have a great day today. Hi, Mashim. Hello, Mashim. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Willow Dawn. Thanks, Ramso Chinaima. Thanks, guys. I'm actually just having a quick walk today because I actually would like to have 1 hour walk every morning. But sometimes, because of houseworks, I usually can come out at 7 in the morning. But I do try. I am trying actually to wake up earlier. So before, I do wake up at 5:30 a.m. or 6 a.m. and I can actually go out at 7 a.m. and do a quick walk. So I can walk like 30 or 40 minutes in the morning. But then I would love to really walk 1 hour for 1 hour. Yeah. Let's see if I can do it tomorrow. Today I did wake up around 5 a.m. So maybe later I will do some of the house chores in the evening. So I'll try to wake up tomorrow. Yeah, earlier. Look at the greenery here. Before, there's no trees there. Hello, Juan Carlos Sanchez. How are you? Bye, Ramsu Chinaima. I hope you will have a good day today. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Willow Dunn, for subscribing to my channel. Thanks a lot. During my live, actually, I do try to, have a topic about anything that comes to my mind. Yeah. Especially about some experiences, people's experiences, or some of the documentaries that I watch. And because sometimes I really want to share it with my followers, so I do try to share it. And if there is some learning Yeah, if we can learn something about it, because they said that, you know, it is better to learn from the mistakes of others than learning from your mistakes. So let's not wait for our mistakes to happen, but let's just learn from others who did mistakes. Yeah. And I think learning from it is better. It is wiser, I think, than just learning from your mistakes. There is a fork rain there, so I think they're trying to fix the mud because the mud is not good after winter season, and then after spring, because it rains a lot, it is not in a good situation. So I think that is why they do try to fix it now. Yeah, I'll try to come here because they're fixing there, so I cannot go in there. Hi, Juan Carlos Sanchez. Thank you for tuning in. I'll try to reach out to you guys later after my live. So after my live, I'll try to, take my daughter, feed her, and then after that, I will also prepare to go to work also. Okay, so this is another path, and this one is also another path. So I do try to just, walk here only inside the apartment. For me, it is better. I actually remember about my husband's friend. So there is a saying like, tell me who your friends and I will tell you who you are. Do you believe on that saying, guys? Even though it is not, 100% correct, but mostly, you know, um, if we spend time with the people that has some, bad behaviors, then actually we can mirror it and we can actually adapt on that behavior. Yeah. But if your friends or those that who you are, meeting are good friends, and they are wiser, they are more matured, then I think you can also adapt their good behaviors. So I actually do believe on that saying that, your friends, you actually mirror the behavior of them. Yeah. So there's a saying also like, friends of the same feather flocks together. So I want to tell you about my husband. So when he was in high school, he told me that, actually middle school. So actually during middle school, he is okay on the during the first grade of middle school. But then he bumps into these friends who are smoking and, drinking. And because he thinks that it is cool to smoke and to drink. Thank you, Willow John. Thanks for your kind words. Oh, okay, yes. You can. Thank you, Willow Dan. Thank you, Ramson Chinaima. And thank you, Juan Carlos Sanchez. Yes, Willow Dan. You can come back later. Thank you so much for tuning in. So actually, I am talking about my friends. So they are my husband's group of friends. And they meet. He met him during middle school. And they're actually smoking and drinking. And because he thinks that it is cool, he just actually, copy it and do the same. And now he is still smoking, even though he did try to, stop smoking. Yeah. But then he told me that it's really hard to do so, but he always tell my son to never bump into friends who's having bad behaviors, because he did experience it already. So he always tried to give warnings to my son, who is now 14 years old, and they do have the same age when he met those friends of him that actually led to some bad behaviors and, talking back to teachers and making fun of others. Yeah. And actually, he also learned how to drink with them. And sometimes he cut classes because of that and get into trouble. Yes. During teenage years, I did have some trouble also, but I think because my husband and my son is the same gender, so that is why I'm actually sharing it to you guys. My husband, yeah, he's in my channel. You can see him on my old videos. Yeah, I show him already. It is because my channel is about daily vlog and cooking and life experiences. Yes. So you can see him on 5 years ago videos. You can actually see there are a lot of videos that I share with him. Yeah. During my baby is when my baby was still 1 year old, I think. Yeah. I'm very active in YouTube during that time. So you can actually check him. So actually, why I'm saying that, choosing your friends wisely. Why is it important to choose your friends wisely? Because it will shape you into a person that, it can be a good person or a bad person, actually. So we should be really be careful with whom we are going to spend our time with. Because if we fail to do so, then it will cause a lot of trouble in us, and it is actually not good. So actually what I'm sharing is about my husband. When he started to smoking and drinking, it is because of his friends from middle schools. And he actually regretted a lot. So he always told our son not to, don't learn drinking or don't learn smoking because it will not actually do any good to you. And it will also cost you a lot. So, instead of buying cigarettes, then you can actually save that money and buy some food or anything that you want. Thank you for, yes, thank you, Ramsam Chinaima. Yeah, so I think just hearing it also with my husband, I realized that it is really important to choose your friends wisely, especially if you're a teenager. Because when you are just, in grade school, when you are just in elementary school, actually, it is just, playing with them and not really serious during grade school years. But then, if you enter the middle school and the high school stage of your life, then I think you need to be really careful on choosing who do you want to spend your time with. Because the people closest to you directly shape your behaviors, your mindset, and overall well-being. So, if you surrounded yourself with negative people, then your mindset will be negative too. But if you surrounded yourself with positive people or supportive individuals, then it will, foster into a personal growth and better version of yourself. And also, you will have some resilience than meeting with those toxic friends and toxic relationships. Yeah. I do like this, I like this area also. It is like, a hill. It is some kind of a hill that I can walk in the morning. It is just actually near our apartment and it has a lot of trees, and even though I cannot go today in the river area, it is okay because still near our apartment there's a park that I can walk to, and because there's a lot of trees, aerosols from the trees, it actually has a good effect on our brains. So it actually distresses us. That's why in the morning I do try my best to, spend time with nature or just do a quick walking. Thank you, Ramsam Chinaima. Thank you so much. I do try my best to, use conversational English that is easy to understand. But I actually forgot a lot of vocabularies because I just use lots of easy English sentences because I teach here in Korea as a kinder teacher, preschool teacher. So, I cannot use hard English, difficult English, or those vocabularies that are very hard to understand. So because of that, sometimes while I'm talking, I actually forgot a lot of words, even though I know it in my mind, what am I going to say, but then I cannot actually say it. Yeah, sometimes it happens. So I do try to watch a lot of uh, YT videos also for, how to be better and how to improve your communication skills and how to take out the ums and the ahs while you are talking. So because before, while I'm talking, I do try to use the word fillers like you know actually like that. Yeah, I do try to use a lot of word fillers. And while I'm watching the Jim Run, I love Jim Run. He is an influencer and who deeply motivates a lot of people for self-discipline, resilience, and having a good communication, having good relationships. Yeah, so he is a motivational speaker and I really love him a lot. I do watch his videos a lot and I do learn a lot from him. And I do try to watch TED Talks also. TED Talks, there's a lot of motivational speakers there that you can actually learn. So when I'm washing the dishes or while I'm cooking, I do try to, tune to a lot of podcasts, YT podcasts. On, for example, nowadays I'm having a lot of struggles on, raising my son because he is a teenager. He is on in his teenage years. And thank you, Alex. Hi. Have a good day also. So as I'm saying, nowadays I'm raising my son who is 14 years old and my daughter is 7 years old. So they have a 7 years gap. And I do have a lot of struggles nowadays raising my son because before he is so sweet and always obey my orders and very respectful to us, to me and my husband. But then because he is in his teenage years. Oh, happy birthday, Yael! I hope you will have a very good day. I'll try to find you guys later. Okay, so I'll try to screenshot you already because I might forget your names. Okay, happy birthday, Yael! Hope you will have I hope that you will enjoy your birthday today, and wishing that you have more birthdays and blessings to come your way and your family. Hi, Alex. Thanks a lot. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so nowadays we actually tell my son because he likes to spend a lot of time with his friends nowadays, and although we can spend one day in a week with him, but usually he tries to spend more time if he has a free time during weekdays with his friends. Yeah, so we just talk to him like you should pick your friends wisely because it will shape your behaviors. It will shape your mindset into a person. So for example, if you want to be a good person, then you should pick someone, some friends who is wiser than you, who is matured, and not those who just there for having fun, just to have fun. Yeah. I hope that, he can actually uh, I hope he always remembers it. So actually, I want to share with you uh, with someone whom I know. So he actually has a friend, and this friend of him is three or is it 3 or maybe 5 years older than him. So he is older than him, and they're very close before. But then something happens, and this friend actually got married, and he needs a big amount of money. So actually, I will name this person Jason. So Jason actually, he gave a large amount of money to his friend who is older than him. And this friend of him actually took that money and go to far place and never returned the money at all, you know. But because they are friends, after 20 years, after 20 years, you know, he did contact the person who borrowed the money. He contacted Jason again, and so I will call the person who borrowed money Peter. So Peter tried to call Jason, and Peter says to Jason, "Hi, do you still remember me?" And then Jason says, "Of course, I do remember you." And Peter says, "Oh, can we have a drink on this place? I will go to your place and let's have a drink together." Thank you, Ramsum Chinaima. I'm a Filipina, Ramsum Chinaima, and we use Tagalog language there. We actually have a lot of dialects. So we have Bisaya, Ilocano, uh, Pangasinan, Boholeño. Yeah, so we have a lot of dialect. Like here in Korea, you have a lot of dialect. So as in Philippines also we have, but our main language is Tagalog. Yeah, Tagalog is the Philippine main language. And then the second language is English, which we actually learned from kindergarten. So actually the good thing about Philippines also is they do try to teach English in early years of a child. So it actually helps a lot because we can actually use two languages at the same time, English and Tagalog. And the others, they can actually use more languages because they do have some dialects. Yeah. So actually, Jason, he received the call from Peter, and Peter was really excited to go with Jason again. Although Jason is a little bit doubtful to meet Peter again because, the money that he borrowed him 20 years ago, he still didn't pay it yet. Yeah, there's no payment. So he even though he's doubtful to meet Peter, and he remembers that, oh, this person actually borrowed money from me, but he didn't return it back. So why do I learn this? Because I heard it from him. And then actually they met first time, and they did have a good time together. And then this friend actually called him the second time, and he wants to go to a club or a bar, and he wants to spend some time with Jason. So that is the second time, but actually Peter never said anything about the money that he borrowed 20 years ago. So actually Jason was having, is getting a little bit mad actually, because after 20 years they met again, and of course he didn't forget that this friend of him borrowed a large amount of money and didn't say anything at all. He is actually just waiting. He's actually just waiting for him, to say the first word, if he can still remember. But I think Peter, maybe he is pretending that he forgot about it. Yeah, he forgot about it, the money and everything. Because I heard that there are some situations, so he got divorced, and I think he moved. So from Incheon area, he moved here in Daejeon. So now that he is here in the same city with him, so he do tries to, tell him about the borrowed money. So he called Peter. Okay, I would like to meet you again, but do you still remember the money that you borrowed from me? So Jason asked Peter. And then suddenly Peter's voice is a little bit louder. And he told Jason, yeah, of course. Of course, I do know. I know the money that I borrowed from you. Who will forget about it? Of course, I'm thankful that you actually gave me that money. He's saying like that. And then suddenly he got angry. He's mad. He's mad at Jason. He's mad at Jason. Jason is the one who, who lent him the large amount of money, so it can help him, to get up again and to have a better, better days for him. But actually he didn't remember it. He just thought that Jason is actually thinking like he cannot actually pay the money. But of course it is 20 years already and he didn't pay anything. So that is why, Jason was really angry. So because Peter is angry, then Jason is angry also. So they do have an argument during phone call, and they actually do have a fight. Yeah. So, they are friends. They are close friends. And because of this money issue, it is actually ruined. And the trust is broken, actually. Yeah. And then, it is because after 20 years, if you are a good friend and something happens to you or you got divorced, and then you met your friend again, Jason, who never asked for money to be returned right away, and he's just waiting actually. If you're really a good friend, Peter should actually, give back the money to Jason. But then he never did. He just want to have fun, have a drink with Jason, and just pretend that there's actually no money issue at all. Which is really a worst, feeling. Because that is a betrayal. It is a betrayal from the friend that you trust a lot. And it is not just about money issue at all. It is the relationship that you had, that you did share together, and just because of the money issue and the greed that his friends have, because he doesn't want to return back the money that he borrowed, or maybe at least say something like, okay, I cannot give back the money now, even though it's 20 years already, I still don't have the money to pay you back. At least say something, right? But he didn't say anything at all. He just asked Jason, oh, can we have a drink? And then after one drink, he just called again after 1 week. Can we go to this bar and have some fun? You know how funny is it that there are some people like this, that they can actually play with your feelings and pretend that there's nothing, there's no issue at all. Yeah. So it is actually very important to choose a friend or to choose a group that you will spend your time with, because sometimes those that you will spend your time with, either they can make your life better, or they can ruin you, you know or you will be broken, yeah, because of these people. So that's why when I came here in Korea, even though I have a lot of friends during my first and 2 years, and after that I do learn a lot, because usually the relationship can be broken because of money issues. Yeah. So if there are some money issues involved, actually the relationship can actually be broken easily. So that is why me and my husband, I do try to tell my son that he need to pick his or choose his friends wisely, and who is he going to spend time with. And I think he is actually thinking about what we said to him, because even though he has some friends who love playing a lot, but because these friends met him, and my son do love to study math. I think he's good in math, because he won the contest second time in math contest, math competition, and he do enjoy it a lot. And those friends that he met before, they do love to spend time with, they want to go in this computer room, PC room, and spend time there just playing games. But then when they were able to meet my son, actually they're just playing soccer, or because I bought gloves to my son and a baseball bat also. Yeah. And then my husband, he bought bicycle to my son, so for his screen time to be lesser, because if they don't have any physical activity, they will spend almost of their time just playing the computer game or PC game, or I mean cell phone game. Yeah, but because there is actually bicycle, and there's soccer ball and baseball bat and the gloves, so whenever they met with his friends, they can actually play together and just do physical activities. Yeah, so I think, they're having a good relationship together. Before, my son, during his fifth or fourth grade in elementary, he met this friend who is always, shouting, and who is always making fun of others, who is a bully, actually. And one time, this bully, the bully who is my husband's friend, he actually got pissed because of my son's word, because of one word, and he suddenly just ran to my son's back and he kicked him. He kicked him at the back. He kicked him because my son is actually running and he's carrying his backpack. So while my son is running, he actually kicked him at the back, and my son actually fell on the ground, and he was actually crying. So he told me about it, and I told him, who did it to you? And he told me that actually it is his friend who is a bully. His friend is a bully, and the bully kicked him at the back and actually cursed him, say a lot of bad words to him, but still he's meeting him. So I told him, you know what, this friend of yours, whenever you meet him, do you have peaceful, can you feel peace when you meet him, or are you stressed whenever you meet him? And then he told me, no mom, I'm actually whenever I met him, actually I'm a little bit stressed. So I told him, see, that those are the signs already that you should never continue those toxic relationship with a friend like that, because your body is giving you already a sign that this friend is not a safe, relationship. So why do you need to continue it? I told him like that. Because your body, our body will give us a sign if this person can be actually really trusted, if we can trust this person or not, or if we need to continue the relationship with this person or not. Our body will give us a sign. If we continue to meet this person and we are stressed, we are actually nervous and shaking, or but we need to continue this relationship because we want to look cool, because he is a bully and he can actually give us this image that, oh, we are friend with this person, we are friend with him or her because he is popular. And I told him, you don't need it. You don't need this kind of toxic relationship. So you should cut ties from him. I told him like that. And he did. He did try to, cut ties with him, because he do try to hurt my son. Yeah. While my son actually don't fight back. So that's why we enrolled him in jiu-jitsu. Before he is doing taekwondo, but now we enrolled him in taekwondo, in jiu-jitsu. So he can be better at street fight or ground fighting. Yeah. So, it can have, those things can never happen again to him. So he needs to defend himself. Yeah. And stand up for himself. And I told him that he cannot always tell me those situations, even though he can open it up to me, but then during those situations I am not there to protect him. My husband or me cannot protect him at all. So he should be the one to actually protect himself from those bullies. So that's why we enrolled him in this jiu-jitsu class, and it's been actually 1 year, and he's been doing okay, and he's more confident nowadays, and he never spent time with this bully again. So that's why I think it is really important to choose who are you going to spend time with. If this person, makes you feel safe, or if you feel peace when you're with him or her, then I think you should continue your relationship with him or her. But then actually, if this person just feel you nervous and uncomfortable, but it make you popular, what are you going to do with that popularity? But inside of you, you doesn't want this friend, right? So I told him that it is really important to pick someone that will actually, uh, you know, give a positive impact to you, not person who will just, mock you or make fun of you, yeah, and make you a little, and make you feel little. I think that kind of toxic relationship is not good, yeah, and he should never allow it, those kind of relationship. So I think, my son is learning a lot also with dealing with his friends and standing up for himself, and now he can say no. Yeah, he can say no to these friends, and if he's really busy, he can actually tell them that, oh, I cannot make it today, I cannot play, I need to do some, I need to do my homework, or me and my mom or my dad need to go to my grandma's house. So he can actually say it confidently without being nervous. Yeah. So I think our words to him helps a lot on his relationship with his friends. Yeah, and I told him that boundaries are really important, because if you don't put any boundaries at all, and you always say yes, yes, yes mom, yes man, they called it here in Korea yes man. So if you always says yes to everyone that you meet, or to every friends that you meet, they will actually just look down on you, and they will never taken seriously, and they can mock at you actually. Yeah, they will just have they will just make fun of you at your back, because you're always obeying what they say, and it's actually not good. It's not a healthy relationship. Yeah. So if someone demands to you a lot, and you are getting stressed because of this person, so he has this kind of relationship before, that this person always go to our house and always knocking at our door, and he always wants to play with my son, and my son really gets stressed because of it. And I told him, you need to cut ties if you are getting stressed because of this friend. And sometimes this friend actually waits for like 1 hour outside our house, and waiting for my son to be back. And and sometimes I felt uncomfortable, because he actually just the doorbell, we have a doorbell, and he keep on pushing it. And I told my son, who is pushing the doorbell? And then we saw on the monitor of our house that there are some teenage boys that actually try to keep on pushing the doorbell of our house. And we are actually very I actually got shocked, because these teenage boys can actually go near inside our house, outside actually, And how can they get inside our apartment? They don't know the password. But my son told me he never gave the password, but they have this main password in every building, and those teenage boys knows it. So that's why they can come inside our apartment and push the doorbell. So I told him, you should tell them that we will never do that again, or else we will call the police and we will tell their parents that they are actually making fun of others, and it is really uncomfortable to neighbors, to do that kind of thing. And I talked to the friend of him that is keep on pushing our doorbell during night. Actually, it's actually, I think, 9 p.m. or almost 10 p.m. and they just keep on pushing the doorbell. So I talked to this friend of him and I warned him, if you do this again, give me your mom's phone number, or give me your mom. I will talk to her and I will tell her everything that you did. Yeah. And you should know that if you keep on doing it, we can call the police, because you are causing trouble to my son and to us. So I think our words got onto him, and my husband also is very angry because of it. So I do try to warn my son to be careful of choosing his friends a lot. Yeah, that is why. So anyway, guys, I think my live is really long. I just told you about, thank you, Ramsam Chinaima. Maybe next time. I'm actually wearing mask right now. Yeah, this is my face. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, being safe is really important, because I'm outside. I need to wear a mask to protect my skin from the sun. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I hope you will have a very good day today. Bye, guys.